Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Our next conversation, we're focusing on the UWI Principals Research Awards Festival 2025. We have two guests in studio this morning, Professor Duraisamy Saravana Kumar, Director for School for Graduate Studies, and Dr. Letetia Addison, Lecturer and Researcher at the UWI of St. Augustine. Good morning to both of you and welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Well, I should say welcome back to you and welcome for the first time. It's a pleasure to have both of you with us. This conversation, of course, is now one that we look forward to on an annual basis. But before we get really into the nitty-gritty and the details, Professor Kumar, for anybody who's hearing about this for the first time, can you just walk us through what this event is about?
Yeah, so this event is actually to inspire present and future researchers and also to encourage collaboration between internal and external stakeholders, because we have a lot of our researchers doing a lot on campus, but at the same time we want that multidisciplinary or interdisciplinary research. And in addition to that, we want our researchers to connect with the public, private stakeholders in addition to the communities as well. Then also to demonstrate to the Caribbean and to the nation how much the UWI has contributed to its development, because this year is actually 65 years of existence of the St. Augustine campus, and we are celebrating that anniversary. So this research festival and also the Principals Research Awards, this actually is scheduled for 3 days, and 26th we will be presenting the awards to the best researchers from various disciplines as well as the faculties. Then 27th and 28th this month is the Research Festival, which has so much of activities on campus at JFK Korangal. That will be the Research Expo style booth, demonstrating the various types of research being done across all faculties. Then also conference style oral and poster presentations. Then the display of research through cultural and creative activities. And also we have the workshop and panel discussion on university, industry, government partnerships for research innovation. So this is in a nutshell about the Research Festival, but I can talk more about some of the activities, also the key research that is ongoing on campus with our researchers.
Now, well, as you mentioned, key research, of course, we have to bring into the conversation Dr. Addison. Again, welcome to the Now Morning Show. Something that Professor would have alluded to is that there are a wide range of themes that are going to be a part of the festival, the awards festival. Let me be specific with that. And you are definitely bringing to the table a depth of research that at this time is so important. You're speaking about artificial intelligence and climate resilience. So I have to ask, why that particular choice? Why now?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, right now I know that artificial intelligence really is, one of the keys to the future. And of course, with respect to climate resilience and looking at what's happening in the world currently, I mean, marrying the two areas, I think it's really something that we need to understand in terms of being more data-driven and really understanding how to use the insights that we can harness from this type of technology to be able to enhance some of the traditional systems that we have. So for instance, in terms of flood resilience, which is one of the key areas that I'm working in, is really to use AI to be able to understand the insights that we get from, say, social media, bringing it with climate level variables, and really having a really nice marriage between all of these different key areas to be able to use data analysis and, give us that, leverage to be able to really, push the drive to get traditional systems working at, more of a real-time basis rather than, being more proactive, than reactive.
100%. And as you use the term push, from what you've experienced so far, how would you say this entire festival and the awards pushes students and, let's say, the younger researchers to think bigger, especially when it comes to innovation and themes like this affecting us in the region?
Yeah, I mean, it's such an exciting, I've been part of this, research festival for years since the inception. And I would like to say, Professor Sarah and his team really, really give you the motivation, the drive to bring all these multidisciplinary groups together. I mean, especially the poster presentations, oral presentations, having outside stakeholders come in, ask questions. It really gives you that insight into what's happening currently and how we can improve the system, but also, more importantly, how we could really collaborate and work together to build something larger, at the helm of what we're doing nationally and internationally.
And as you mentioned collaboration, Professor, I'd like to bring you back into the conversation because I know there's a workshop, if I'm not mistaken, it's focused on government and industry partnerships as well.
Industry, university.
Why is this collaboration important for us now?
Yeah, that's a very good question, I would say, because it requires sustained effort to build the partnerships for research innovation, especially if you think about a business, right? And they would be working on one particular thing, and before they reach the success, they would have seen a lot of ups and downs. It requires a lot of sustained efforts. So the same way, the partnership is not going to happen just with one little meeting. So it requires a lot of effort to bring all the partners together. And in our case, the researchers as well as the graduate students and also all our students, they have a strong expertise in how to implement research or how to conduct research to get the information for the stakeholders and for the industries or for the governments, and they need data-driven information to make any decisions. For example, in case of industries, they need technologies, and in case of government, they need the data before they implement any policies. Therefore, we have the expertise, and they may have the resources, and to also address their needs, and there is a partnership required. So through this workshop as well as engaging panel discussions, we can see how we can collaborate, mutually benefit each other by sharing the resources as well as sharing the expertise. So through this workshop, we wanted to accomplish, one is actually to receive funding support for our graduate students and researchers, and at the same time addressing the research demands and needs of the public and private stakeholders. So that is the aim of this workshop.
And definitely something that, of course, we can all get on board with, to say the least. Dr. Addison, you mentioned that you have been a part of this since its inception, which means that you've been able to see this absolutely blossom. Any words for those who may be interested, but to be fair, might be a little bit hesitant when it comes to getting involved?
Oh, no, I would say please just jump right in. I think it's such a really welcoming space to be a part of all of this research and to really learn from each other. I think that we should, be open to these types of collaborative events. And I mean, the university hosts a number of events that really challenge us to grow as, not only a community, but as a nation. And I think, being there, interacting with researchers, interacting with, faculty and staff, really makes you feel a level of comfort in what we can do, what you can achieve, and, just find out more and be able to, propel yourselves, academically and in all other ways. So I think it's a great experience, and I really would hope to see a diverse set of people, really come down and really see the research that we have to showcase.
100%. And for those of you who are just joining us, it's happening on the 27th and the 28th of November from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the UWI in St. Augustine. Professor, we have just shy of about 1 minute and 20 seconds left in our conversation. Is there anything in particular you would like to mention or closing comments for Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, so the Research Festival is actually open for everyone, and we would like to see the communities and families and children to see the type of research that the UWI is doing. And so we are ready to welcome you on Thursday and Friday, and we look forward to you.
Okay, I just have one more quick question. Hopefully I can squeeze this in, because something that is so important is the awards and recognitions, because I know that the festival honors the work of UWI researchers. What does this kind of recognition mean for the academic community?
Yeah, so it's actually more inspiration and motivate the researchers, which is needed, because academics, they value this more than anything. Therefore, this is very important for them, and also to celebrate their research with everyone. That's why we named it as a festival. And previously it was Research Day, but now we have it as the festival to celebrate our researchers.
Well, definitely an apt renaming. That is for sure a celebration, everybody coming together. Well, Dr. Addison and Professor Kumar, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Looking forward to seeing what's going to happen at the festival and having you back again next year or maybe before.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Of course. The UWI Principals Research Awards Festival is happening on the 27th and the 28th of November from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the UWI in St. Augustine at the JFK Quadrangle. Go and check it out, and also stay tuned, because you don't want to miss what's coming up after this break.
It is a miracle all these different people can dwell so well. You see, we are educated to love and forget hatred. You know